Coach Paul Bear Bryant said, "Losing doesn't make me want to quit. It only makes me want to try that much harder." Alabama Crimson Tide fans are living by these words of wisdom as they cling on to this last bit of hope of their team having a shot at this year's national title. It's a wonderful opportunity for the children here at Sprayberry to be able to interact with a college baseball team. But the players say this event is just as rewarding for them. A lot of sports broadcasters' passion for their job is driven by their athletic ability. Chris Stewart says not in his case. Event coordinator Mike Townsend says that being on the water is great, but what he enjoys most about this day is the friendship and fellowship. Shaquille O'Neal is such a big guy. Of course, he rolled into town on big wheels, but he still got some of that Tiger's blood in him because we could not even get a Roll Tide. A lot of times when people think of adopting a pet, they think that puppies like Ravi here are the only ones that are up for adoption. But in actuality, it's full-grown animals such as Dixie and Pearl here who need homes the most.
He was going up the street, and after that, I didn't see him anymore.
Deborah Moore is talking about her father, 71-year-old Andrew Lee Perkins, who was killed in a hit-and-run Saturday evening on Martin Luther King Boulevard. The vehicle that struck Perkins was being driven by a 19-year-old female who initially fled the scene but returned shortly thereafter.
She continued on a few more blocks till she got to McKenzie Court. They consulted with a parent of one of the passengers who advised them they needed to return and actually accompany them back to the scene.
Moore says that the young woman has expressed remorse to the family, but there are still many things she will miss about her father.
Sitting on the porch, riding with me everywhere I go. I'm just sitting down enjoying the family, you know. Even when I got married, he was still there with me. Everywhere I went, he was with me. Every place I lived, he's been with me.
According to Tuscaloosa Metro Homicides Captain Lloyd Baker, the driver is only being charged because she initially left the scene.
It wasn't the driver who called 911, it was one of the witnesses. So in that capacity, she failed to satisfy the law as far as stopping and rendering aid.
Moore hopes that her father's tragic passing will prevent accidents of this nature in the future.
Don't speed. I love you, Dad. That was my friend, that was my dad. We had good times together, good time. He's not gonna be forgotten now, no.
Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Chelsea Barton, WVUA News. These tiny fingers and toes belong to none other than Harrison David Swan, Tuscaloosa's 2012 New Year's baby. Proud mother Tracy Swan is no stranger to DCH Regional Medical Center. She works there as the nurse manager of the pediatrics unit. It's been almost 12 years since Swan was first in the delivery room as a patient, having her daughter Allie. Allie is delighted to be a big sister today.
The day she told me, I went to Safe Sitters class. So at first I said, "Is that why you sent me a Safe Sitters class?" But I was really excited.
She loves him. She said that every time she tried to go to sleep last night, she thought about him.
Working here at the hospital, Tracy had a lot to do with preparation for the New Year baby, like preparing these baskets. Little did she know that these goodies would be going home with her bundle of joy.
Yes, and like I said, y'all don't want anyone to think that it was planned that way, but I did have a part in picking out some of the things over there in that basket. But it's very, very nice that we do for the families who have the first baby here at the hospital.
Harrison's early arrival isn't the only surprise his family has been through lately. The Swans' home was destroyed in the April 27th Tuscaloosa tornado, and they didn't realize there were actually 4 of them taking shelter in the basement that day. Their home was on Harrison Road.
It's a blessing, and we are glad to have him here. We're very fortunate. Just having a new baby and a new home and just brand new beginnings for this year.
Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Chelsea Barton, WVUA News.
We have golf bras, we have hunting bras, we have abracadabra.
Cups are running over as people across West Alabama submit their ballots for their favorite Mardi Gras Crimson Tide, or peacock-themed bras that are all part of this year's Bras for a Cause. It only costs $2 to voice your opinion, and Casey Johnson with the DCH Foundation says those dollars add up.
Letting people know that we do have this fund and that it does exist for women that are uninsured and think they might not be able to go and have a mammogram or might not be able to get the help that they need.
From edible bras to bras with personality to fully functional bras. Those here at DCH say that the competition has been a blast, but they are mostly overwhelmed by the tremendous support.
There are very few rules that we did have to follow, but you know, a lot of them have taken liberties and made them pretty big. So it's all in good fun. It's not everybody's cup of tea.
But who said only women could decorate? As of Thursday night, Brad Castleberry, whose day job is on a construction site, held the top spot for using his expertise to create one, ta-da, of a bra.
That was the first thing that popped into my mind on when we're making a bra was traffic cones, duct tape, and that's what the actual bra itself is made of. And then there's other things in there, so it's all stuff that we would use on the job site.
Some lipstick.
And the lipstick too, yeah, you gotta have that.
Some women say they spend the majority of their time trying to take focus away from their chests, but this time are encouraging everyone to take a peek and sound off on their favorite undergarment.
We've had great support, and no pun intended.
Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Chelsea Barton, WVUA News. April 27, 2011 has landed Tuscaloosa, Alabama in the public eye right alongside of celebrities such as Charlie Sheen and Hank Jr. himself, who have all used their fame to gain awareness for disaster relief.
And today in Tuscaloosa, we see hope take the form of super rare.
NBA superstar Dwight Howard has put down the basketball to lend a helping hand and spread a little magic to this deserving Tuscaloosa community.
When we got into Tuscaloosa today, we went through one part by a church, and then everything was like wiped out. You know, we got out the car and we walked around, went into people's houses, and you know, it was just, I don't know how I would be able to get through something like this, you know, but just being here means a lot to me. It's a humbling experience, and something I'll never forget.
At a ceremony held at Snow Hinton Park, Howard presented the city with a generous donation on behalf of his D12 Foundation.
Just want to say thank you for having me here. Barbecue is for you guys, man. We're going to have some fun today. Just want you guys to relax, you know, feel free, talk to me, whatever. I don't bite.
And while the closest most high school boys get to the NBA is playing a video game, a special group of upcoming leaders got to work alongside Howard for an impeccable cause.
I'm out here for this community service and actually meeting Dwight Howard, an NBA star. That's pretty cool. I think it's just amazing just to be here and see him and knowing that it's not just for me, it's just for the kids, you know, and just to help him, you know, help his kids have a better day, just make them feel better about what's happened to them lately. It just feels great.
It must be contagious or it's something in the water around here because even this sports icon couldn't resist.
Roll Tide!
Reporting from Tuscaloosa, Chelsea Barton, Crimson Cover.